Hey there, I'm Brixter and welcome back to MOC Mondays. Today we are exploring this cyberpunk-inspired futuristic city building. I'm working on more of these, so I'm really excited to start building out more of a whole city with, multiple of these buildings all over the place. I think that it'll be super cool. But without further ado, let's take a look at the first two stories of this. We'll take a look at the second two in next week's video. Alright, so we'll start off by looking at just the first story of this building. As you can see, there are a bunch of civilians and others out on the street. This is, again, kind of cyberpunk inspired, so it's got a lot of really interesting characters around in it. This bottom is kind of older seeming compared to the rest of it, due to the fact that, this is an older building that the rest has been built on top of. We've got this really fun kind of messy feeling signage. In the back you can see inside, this is kind of a little like tea or coffee shop with, again, a bunch of interesting minifigures, including this bear guy. The second story of the building is certainly more modern feeling, with this giant window. There's also a ton of crazy signage out here. As you can see out front, I never thought that I would use this Chima flag piece in a build, but I used it in a build. Around in here we see that this is a bedroom. We've got this minifig here. She's playing some sort of video game or maybe just walking around. A lot of nice photos and paraphernalia on the walls, including like this holographic TV here, guitar. Back here we can see a bit of more details. Now this bed here is actually really interesting because it can fold up and become like a little couch or chair. Now, just pushing it a bit, folds back down and turns back into a bed. There's a really interesting mechanism in here that makes it all work. As you can see, there's a Technic axle sticking out, but once I put the bed down, a completely different Technic axle sticking out. Yeah, it's a bit weird how it works, but I think that it's pretty awesome and adds some nice play features to the model. Alright, so combining the first and second stories, we get a very cool looking beginning of the building here. There are two more stories, like I said, to come, but already it has a really interesting vibe, a really kind of futuristic, yet also rooted in the past feel to it with this bottom building down here. I think that it looks really cool having this very busy street scene along with, all this really messy kind of signage that gives it a very unique and kind of crowded but overall really fun feel. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at these first two stories. They pack in a ton of detail. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for weekly MOC videos. Next week, we'll be taking a look at these second two stories, so stay tuned. Until then, keep on building. Peace.